Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the much anticipated Trend 2 that we're going to be taking a look at out on the lanes. Give you a hint, I really do like this ball. That being said, obviously got to go through my shoutouts first and foremost. At the time of filming this video, I have 299 subscribers. So if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. Really do me a solid. Like I said in my last video, my goal ultimately is 1,000 subscribers, so every subscription helps. So if you guys could do me a solid, hit the subscribe button, that would be fantastic. Also, Storm Bowling, obviously got to get a shout out to them. They have some balls that are going to be released here on the 29th of October. That is coming up in 9 days as of the shooting of this video. It's the Trend 2. We have the Electrify Solid, which I also have. We have the Hyped line, which is the hybrid and the Pearl version. I have the hybrid version. So I have those three balls that I'm going to hopefully do a review on. Trend 2 obviously being done today. You guys do have to bear with me. My schedule has been absolutely insane lately, so I'm going to try and get these ball reviews out before they actually come out. Again, Worldwide Release Day is going to be October 29th. So again, just bear with me. I'm going to try and get these out as soon as I can. But yeah, those are the balls that will be released here in October. They all really look fantastic, and I can't wait to kind of go in depth with all of them. Also, got to give a shout out to I Am Bowling. They have great jerseys, affordable pricing. I remember talking to someone about a new jersey, and they said, well, how much is it going to cost me? I told them, well, I mean, it depends on what you want, but it is going to be significantly lower than some of these big name companies. I told him a price as to what he wanted, and he couldn't believe how cheap it was. So very affordable and great quality for what you're getting. So check out my friends at I Am Bowling. You can use my promo code down here. It's going to be FIREOUT07. You can use that at checkout. Save yourself 20% off of your entire order. It's a great deal. You guys should take advantage of it. So thank you guys. Also check out Creating the Difference. They got great cleaning products. So without further ado, I'm really excited about this one. I'll kind of talk about it a little later, but this ball is fantastic. You guys should go get one. So let's hit the lanes. You guys find out how good this ball actually is. And then you're just going to let go. So what you want to do is you want to make the fast fire down here. And we'll draw a line. That's the bowling ball. And we're going to draw that line. Fair drill that I do it for myself, and I do it for the high school kids that I coach. Here is the Trend 2 layout. I can't remember exactly what I have it as. I think it's like a 45 by 4.5 by 40. It's just the same layout as I have on my original Trend, so I wanted to put the same thing on the Trend 2. And this layout is fantastic. You guys will see it in a minute. And here we go. We're going to roll this ball down the lane here now. I am comparing this ball to Belmo's original ball, which is the Timeless. Now the Timeless I haven't thrown in probably a year and a half, 2 years. So I don't think it was really a fair comparison. I haven't done a lot to the surface. But anyways, you can see the balls rolling down the lane there, and I think you could see how much earlier that Timeless was. It was a ball that just kind of was a little smoother. This Trend 2 is certainly a little sharper, and I think you guys can see that the reaction is a little delayed down the lane here. Now you'll be able to see how much of a mistake it was probably to compare the Timeless. It just never really picks up, never really turns the corner. So it's kind of my fault for comparing the two balls. I should have compared it to the original Trend, but whatever, hindsight is 20/20.
you are still able to see how good this ball is and how much of a left turn it makes by that by that 9-pin that I left there kind of wiggling. But yeah, you know, this ball is super quick, super responsive down lane, really gets through the fronts very, very cleanly. That timeless obviously just doesn't pick up. But and I was actually surprised at how good this ball was playing right. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, and I kind of explained who I think this ball would be good for later in the video, but I really, really like this ball playing straight. I really do. Just because if you pull it, it stays in the oil. If you get it out, it responds quickly off that friction. So, you know, if you're someone that plays straighter, I think you're going to absolutely love this ball. Um, but yeah, I mean, a couple closing shots here with the Trend 2. I'm really, really impressed with this ball. I really, really like it. And now you'll see one more shot with the Timeless. It ends up being a strike, which, perfect. But here we go for my analysis.
All right, Storm Trend 2. Let's dive into this. Before I do, though, I just want to address two things. First is, A, the Timeless isn't that bad, nor has it ever been a bad ball. That's the first time I've picked that Timeless up. It's been sitting in my basement for, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years. So I haven't really touched that surface, so that surface is just kind of not great. Was it the best ball to compare the Trend 2 to? Probably not, but I already shot the video, and I don't really want to go back and redo everything. So those shots stay. Second of all, I realized I was fouling. I just got some new shoes, struggling with my footing. I did foul. For those of you that are going to comment saying, oh, you fouled, this isn't a sanctioned video, so it doesn't really matter. Shots were still the same. So, anyways, let's dive into the Trend 2. First of all, it smells fantastic. It really does. This is probably the best smelling storm ball they have ever came out with. Please keep the smell. Second of all, my first impression throwing this ball was, holy cow, is it strong. I mean, it is probably one of the strongest balls I think I can remember, really. The surface is just so responsive to friction and to oil that once it sees friction, it just takes a left turn. This is one of those balls that are their shape is very, very much like a hockey stick. And that's something I know that Storm has really excelled on, is kind of that hook snap motion, that hockey stick motion. And obviously the Trend 2 is not a step in the other direction. I mean, this Trend 2, it likes to take off. It likes to move left. That being said, I think it can be very controllable as well, though, too. It's very versatile. I was actually impressed. You know, I could move left with it, and I can move right with it. Honestly, it looked a hell of a lot better than what I thought it was going to when I moved right. You know, once I kind of untucked my pinky and just kind of got up the back of it and rolled it a lot more, the ball did very, very well, and I was pleasantly surprised with how well it did right. So yeah, the only thing I've noticed in League is this ball is honestly exceptional on the fresh pattern, especially fresh League shots. Once you kind of get into that Game 2, Game 3 range, I've noticed that once the oil starts to push down a little bit, this cover is extremely, extremely clean. That meaning, you know, as long as it sees oil, it's not going to hook. So once you kind of get into that transition period and you start getting a little oil down the lane further, sometimes it doesn't like to get up the hill and turn left. You know, like I said, once you start getting oil down the lanes. So I think as long as you got oil, this ball is exceptional. It's phenomenal. You know, so I certainly think that the Trend 2 is something that's going to do well for a lot of people. I think if you're a player that can be versatile, if you're someone that likes to trick it with your hand, if you're someone that can obviously spin the ball, someone that can roll the ball. I think the Trend 2 would be your new benchmark ball. I really do think that. So it's going to be, sort of towards your more experienced sort of bowlers, but that's not to say your novice bowlers, aren't going to be able to use this one. I think, if there's a type of bowler that comes to mind when I see this ball, I bowl with a gentleman on Tuesday night who I think this ball would be perfect for. He's someone that really kind of spins the ball, kind of a down and in spinner. And I think with this ball, with it being so clean that if he pulls the ball left, it's going to slide through the oil. If he gets the ball out, it's going to react and it's going to hook off that oil. So I think someone who is a down and in spinner, this ball is going to be great for. I think for anybody who really doesn't have a lot of hand, that's more of like a down and in bowler, this ball is going to be absolutely perfect for you. So I think this ball is going to be great on league shots for you guys. I think this ball is going to be great on someone that bowls on heavier oil. I think this ball is going to be great too. So I think this ball is going to fit a lot of people and find their way into a lot of different bags. I think you're going to see this ball on tour quite a bit, especially when they're bowling on sort of a heavier volume pattern. So the Trend 2 is honestly probably one of the better balls I reviewed lately. I know this one definitely comes to mind. The RSTX2 comes to mind. The Zen Master comes to mind. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff being put out from Storm Products right now. Obviously talk to your local pro shop owner. Talk to him about the different balls that Storm is coming out with, because there are a lot of great ones. I know I'm probably going to sell a couple Zen Masters here in the near future. So, 900 Global, Rotogrip, Storm, they all have absolutely incredible products, and I think you should certainly check them out. And if you buy the Trend 2, you're certainly not going to be disappointed. So, that is it for the Trend 2. What is coming up? So, like I said, we have the Electrify Solid that's going to be coming out here as well. The Hyped line that's going to be starting up as well. All four of those balls, I don't know if I'm missing one. I don't think I'm missing one. All four of those balls are going to come out on October 29th. I know they're starting to roll into the pro shops already. I got a Trend 2 sitting in the pro shop ready for a customer already, and it is currently October 20th. So they are getting out fairly early. So your local pro shop might have one here in the near future, so stop in, talk to them, talk about a lot of the other bowling balls that are coming out. Like I said, Storm's got some really good products. So anyways, I do have an Electrify Solid. I'm going to tell you guys already, though, I'm probably going to change the surface on it. Usually I do not like changing the surface before I shoot a ball review. I like you guys to see, how that ball is out of the box. And I haven't changed the surface on this Trend 2. I might actually change the surface on it. I might hit it with a little bit of surface. I think I might spin it at 2,000, put it on the ball spinner, spin it at 2,000, and then hit it with a 2,000 after that, just to kind of get it so that it's not as wet dry, sort of, especially during transition. But as of right now, I have 3 games on it. I have a 299, and I'm averaging like 256 with it. So it's not a bad ball. I'm just not quite seeing what I want to see out of the surface, at least. But there's that. There's the Electrify. Like I said, I might change the surface on the Electrify. Chances are you're probably not going to see it at box. You're probably going to see it more at like a 2,000 sort of range. And I do have the Hyped Hybrid. The Hyped Hybrid certainly is aggressive as well. It's got a very aggressive surface. I've only thrown it a couple times. But it's certainly very, very aggressive. It actually kind of reminds me of, like, if I'm comparing it to something, it honestly reminds me of like a hammer webbed, like a web pearl. It kind of has a similar motion to that. I think it's just probably a hair stronger, but it kind of reminds me of that motion. So anyways, that's about it. Like I said, we got 4 balls coming out on October 29th. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys check with your local pro shop operator, see what they got coming out, see if they can get that kind of stuff for you. But I'm sure you guys will certainly not be disappointed with anything from Storm that's coming out, especially if you're looking for a little bit more of an aggressive sort of ball. So be sure to check those out. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, as of the time of shooting this video, I'm at 299 subscribers. Help me to get 300. Even if you see me over 300, please subscribe as well. Certainly helps out a lot. And like I said, my goal is to get to 1,000, so help me out, guys. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Hopefully that is soon. Bear with me, though. It might take a little while to get these videos out, but hopefully I'll be seeing you guys soon. So stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching, guys.